Hello everyone, my name is Zeba Jalani Sheikh. So now we are going to see the characteristics of Java, as we are knowing that Java is a high level language. So now we are going to focus on its characteristics. What are the main features, what are the characteristics, advantage to use a particular this language. So first of all, Java is a simple. So you can see here Java is partially modeled on C++ but generally simplified and improved. Some people refer Java as C++, is it? Because it is like a C++ but with more functionality and fewer negative aspects. Now you can see that whatever logic we are going to use in C++ language, that only logic, but the improvement what the main some functionalities are added over here. That's why this is nothing but a improved version of C++. Secondly, Java is object oriented. Java is inherently object oriented, although many object oriented languages begin strictly as procedural language. Java was described from the start of object oriented. Is it so? It is known as an OOP. Is a popular programming language for a traditional and procedural programming techniques. One of the central issue in software development is how to reuse code. Object-oriented programming provides a great flexibility, modulability, clarity, reusability through an encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Is it? So this is the main important feature, that if we are used some code, how can it be used for an reusable? If we use a reusable code, then we have the advantage that we can have our time. It's timeless effect. That's why it is nothing but that is the code whatever we are using, it can be reused and we have the flexibility to do it. Thirdly, Java is distributed. So distributed computing involves several computers working together on a network. Java is designed to make distributed computing easy. Since networking capability is inherently integrated into Java, writing network programs is like sending and receiving data to and from a file. So as here we are using, why it is known as in Java is distributed, because the computing which we are using over here, it is nothing but a distributed. Nextly, Java is interpreted. You need an interpreter to run Java program. A Java program that is compiled into the JVM. It is nothing but a Java virtual machine and it is called as bytecode. A bytecode is a machine independent and can run on any machine that has a Java interpreter. That's why it is known as machine independent, which is a part of JVM. Next, Java is robust. Java compiler can detect many problems that would first show up at execution time in other languages. Java has eliminated certain types of error-prone programming construction or construct found in other language. Java has a runtime exception handling feature to provide programming support for robustness. It is nothing but whatever programming we are using, it can be construct and error-prone. It means if we are having a less error, it is easy, we are consuming our time, as well as we can use this code as a reusability. Then Java is secure. This is very important characteristics, as we are knowing that nowadays some hackers or hacking, we are listening something about the cyber crime. So as compared to that one, if you use this language, the Java is in a secure mode. Java implements several security mechanism to protect your system against harm caused by stray program. Next, Java is architecture neutral. Write once, run anywhere. With a JVM, you can write one program that will run on any platform. So this is a plus point for it. Java is portable. Because Java is architecture neutral, Java programs are portable. It can be ported from one platform to another. They can be run on any platform without being recompiled. If once it is compiled, it is easy that where we are using a JVM, easily we can port that data and we can run a program. So Java's performance as compared to other languages, Java's performance, it is nothing but Java programs are portable. They can be run on any platform without being recompiled. So its performance is fast. Then Java is multi-thread. Multi-thread programming is smoothly integrated in Java, whereas in other language you have to call procedure specific to a program operating system to enable multi-threading. Java is dynamic. If you see, Dynamic means what? We can easily load it anywhere. That's why the Java was designed to adapt to an evolving environment. New code can be loaded on a fly without recompilation. There is no need for developers to create and for users to install major new software version. New features can be incorporated transparently as per we need it. So these are the main characteristics. Now we can see over here in these characteristics you have heard that what is this write once and run anywhere. So look at here, if you are having the platform as Java is an platform independence, if it is a Mac user running Safari, then you can see click on to applet. If you click on a particular applet, web page stores on a particular Unix. Nextly, bytecode is downloaded over here. Then virtual machine translate bytecode to a native code and the applet is run. Main important that the bytecode is nothing but a part of web page. Then if we have a consequentness, we can see over here virtual machine translate bytecode to native Windows code and the applet is run over here. Nextly, write once run anywhere, but the Java can also create standard non-web based program. It is shown over here. These are the example that is all non-based programs. Then Java has been used by large and reputable companies to create serious standalone applications. For example, if you are using an Eclipse, started as a programming environment created by IBM for developing Java program. The program Eclipse was itself written in a Java. This is nothing but a platform which is shown over here. It is an Eclipse platform. Then how we compile it. So compile program with different operating system. So these are computer program. Is it whatever codes we are writing? It is a Windows compiler where it is executable. It can be executable on Windows, that is Microsoft Windows. Then Mac OS compiler is there for executable on a Mac. And thirdly, we are having a Unix compiler for a Unix operating system. Then a high level view of translating executing how the language that is high level is compiled into the machine level and how we are getting the execution of the Java program. So it is a stage over here that first of all the Java program we have to save with the name with extension .java. Then Java compiler is there. Then the file name .java bytecode generic binary. So then when it can create a generic binary, then the Java interpreter is used. It has a machine language instructor for Unix, it has a machine language instruction for Windows, and it has a machine level instruction for Apple. So thank you.